Done and dusted at the Parc des Princes. PSG have qualified for this year UEFA Champions League final, beating Arsenal over the two legs. 3-1 it ended. For Arsenal, quite unfortunate for them. They are going trophyless again this season. It is the same story for them. The story of almost, but not quite there. Nearly, but they always go again every season. Now let me ask you, what went wrong for Arsenal tonight? Because we were here last week and we were talking about the absence of Thomas Partey being what actually affected, the balance in the midfield for Arsenal last week. But tonight he was available. He played in 90 minutes and it was still the same story. What went wrong for Arsenal tonight?
I don't think there was much that was wrong. I just feel like PSG were better than us both legs. They had a game plan, and if you look at the squad, they were far better than us. From goalkeeper to defense to midfield to attack. But I don't want to say, or I don't want to make any excuse. You understand?
You said it last week that they should just give it to Thomas Partey. That the absence of Thomas Partey, was the reason why Arsenal lost at the Emirates last week. But now Thomas Partey played full time tonight, and then there was no difference. It's still the same story tonight. So that's what I'm asking. What did you see that, what can you say about the tactics of Mikel Arteta tonight?
See, I won't lie. The availability of Thomas Partey in that first leg really affected us. And if you look at this match,
the unavailability of Partey last week.
To be honest, we played better than them. But
tonight?
Yes, we played better than them, but they had a game plan. You understand? They took their chances. Even if they missed some, they actually scored some. But we didn't. We had chances too. First,
very early in the game,
we had 2 chances we could have scored. Even in the second half, we had 2 or 3 chances we could have scored. But I will even credit
Donnarumma, yeah,
because he made fantastic saves
to keep PSG in the game.
But I keep on asking myself, we don't have the full attack. We only have Saka. You cannot.
Martinelli was there as well.
Did he perform? He didn't perform. Even the Merino that was available, he tried, but he cannot do more than he does.
Even Declan Rice.
You understand? The midfield was good. There was a battle
compared to last.
There was a battle between the two teams. The midfield was good.
Yeah.
Our midfield was good today, but we could not score. That was the problem. But I would blame the coach.
Why will you blame the coach?
Because when you had the opportunity to execute some things as early as possible.
What do you think you could have done differently tonight?
Yeah. He couldn't have done any more.
So why are you blaming him?
I'm blaming him because during January transfer, during the January transfer, he had the opportunity to get some players in. If you were serious winning cup, you would have done that. But I don't want to go back to that because it's already done. We actually tried getting to the semi-final. It's not really easy. Had so many injuries.
I mean, defeating the defending champions Real Madrid home and away.
But there's nothing we can do. But big ups to the boys.
Going forward now, Arteta 6 years in charge with no major title. Aside from the FA Cup, do you still think he's the right man for the job? Should Arsenal still continue?
He's actually the right man for the job.
After 6 years, no
let me tell you something. I understand that we fans, we cannot be patient enough for him to win the trophy. But every year that goes by, the competition is getting harder. In fact, all the competition is getting harder. Now, if you look at maybe the Carabao Cup, the the FA Cup, is becoming hard for big teams to even win trophies. You can imagine a 16 and 15 team getting to the final. To me, I think they've already gotten to the final, winning it. That is to tell you how hard it is generally.
But like I said, Arteta has always been, getting closer, almost, but not quite there, nearly. But I mean, they go again. That's just the mantra of Arsenal. We go again next season. Do you still think they should continue trusting the process, or they should just get him out of the team?
The process is already here. All he just needs to do is just execute the process. You understand? We need to just get the right players at a particular position, like the left wing attacking,
and also
the striker and a striker. What else? Perhaps a defensive midfielder, like a starter at least, that can support Partey anytime he's not available. we've tried, but I don't think we're better than PSG.
I mean, it is over already. You are Arsenal out of the Champions League now. The attention will be shifted to the Premier League. 3 games remaining. What do you expect for us?
I don't expect anything. All you just expect is just qualify for the Champions League for next season. That is all.
For the final of the Champions League, Paris Saint-Germain against Inter Milan. The last time Paris Saint-Germain played in the final of the Champions League was 2020, and 5 years later they have made it to the final. Also, Inter Milan played 2023, and now they have also qualified for another final. Who will you be rooting for in the final?
I'm not rooting for anybody. The best team can win. That's all. So I enjoy football. I cannot be biased. If a team is better than my team, I have to take it. So, and if you look at Inter Milan, they are good. They've been very good defensively, attacking. Then also, if you look at PSG, they've really improved.
What are you expecting from Arsenal next season?
Arsenal, all I expect is just be better. Get all the necessary buys. Arsenal has been good, they've been consistent, but it's just the trophy.
They always falter when it matters most. But unfortunate, we have to wait on the 31st of this month to see who wins the UEFA Champions League this year between Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan.